So, Disney recently released the intro to their upcoming show, Primos, and everybody hates it. Primos introduces Tata Ramirez Humphrey, an eccentric girl with big dreams, is determined to find out what makes her extraordinary when her 12 chaotic cousins, Primos in Spanish, move in for the summer. They help her discover her true self. At least, that's what the description says on the video. Seeing the thumbnail, I just thought this is a Loud House clone, but seeing the backlash, I just had to see what's what. Straight away, you can see that the town the show seems to be set in is called Terremoto Heights, which roughly translates to Earthquake Heights, courtesy of Google Translate. I can see how people can get offended by this because earthquakes can be, and have been, a serious issue in Mexico, where people have died. I know this wasn't the creator's intended purpose, but it's like calling a place in Japan, I don't know, Tsunami City, or a place in America, Gunner's Highway. Also, this is definitely a stylistic choice, but the skies are orange, which is a major stereotype about Mexico. Whenever a show wants to head to Mexico or say they are in Mexico, they just slap on an orange filter. In fact, I feel like going on holiday. I see it didn't really change much due to the orange moving background, but you get my point. Wow! Shoes hanging from a telephone line are usually never a good sign. It is not an aesthetic or a look, and if they are there on purpose, then I better see some drug deals or gang wars going down in this Disney show for kids. I can't even say that with a straight face. Of course they didn't do that on purpose. But if there is an episode that deals with those issues, I'll actually genuinely be impressed.
Hey, another day in my old hood. Summer started and it's gonna be so good.
Now, we see Taylor's mom and dad, where the father is some sort of handyman. This is another well-known stereotype because in TV shows, it always seems to be that Mexican men are always gardeners or handymen or plumbers or something like that. But wait a minute, he's white. So this can't be a stereotype. And to be fair, apparently this show was created to reflect and show the experiences of one of the creators on this project and what it was like for them being Latino growing up in LA. So how can we call something like that stereotypical if it actually happened to them? I'm still gonna do it. It's not my fault her life was so stereotypical that she can fill out a Mexican stereotype bingo card from the first 10 seconds of this video.
Oh hey, I was gonna be so cool. Then you all moved in and got me looking like a fool again.
Yet another item to scratch off the stereotype bingo card. People really hate the fact that this is a family with a bunch of siblings all living together in the same house. You know, like the Loud House, but Mexican. Wait a minute, apparently they've already made this show? It's called the Casa Grandes, where it is almost the exact same premise. So why was this show even made? I know this living situation can happen, but it can be seen negatively by some people and other stuff that is way above my pay grade, so I won't even get into that.
Again. Oh yeah, Primos. Why you all up in my face? Oh yeah, Primos. Get about my space. Oh yeah, Primos.
Can't lie, it's kinda catchy. But incorrect! This seems to be where most of the hate is directed towards. After doing some digging, Google research, the show wants you to believe that Tata is shouting, "Hey cousins," Oye Primos. But Oye is singular, referring to a single person. So if Tata wants to be actually saying, "Hey cousins," like she does in the intro, it should be Oye Primo or Oyegon Primos. I learned that from my Spanish speaking friends, so if any of that is wrong, don't shoot me, go attack them. Now, if you Google translate "Hey cousins" in Spanish, you get Oye Primos, which I can see where the mishap occurred. But if all your research for this series was done using Google Translate, did you really care about what you were making?
Another roll call again. Cousin Bud, Nacho and Lita, Ted and Tabby, Antonita, Scooter, Lala and Gordita, Nachita, Chacha and Coquita.
Hey, I may not know Spanish, but I have definitely heard that word before, and it was definitely not used in a child-friendly or PG-13 manner. Coquita means small, cute, or cookie in Spanish, but it's frequently used as a slang term for a woman's vajayjay, her hoo-ha, the roly-poly. Hey, don't quote me on that last one. And it's a strange choice naming a little girl that, because that is definitely something I can imagine someone being picked on for in the future when she goes to school. I mean, you're setting her up to get bullied.
Ooh, come on.
Well, that's that. All in all, I don't think the creators had the intentions of being offensive, especially since it's based off one of their real life experiences. But thanks to a lack of proper research, I can see why people will not be too happy with the end product. Tell me down in the comments whether you agree, or did you get bingo? Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you like these shorter forms of videos that I'm doing, tell me what other shows I should analyze, be it animated or live action. Cola out.